Hey coin collectors, Dan the Collecting Man here. Today I wanted to talk about year-proof sets that are made of pure silver. Something quite unique, and they are quite limited in some of their mintages, and some are collectible, but I don't really think they're that all collectible overall. So I wanted to go through a little bit of the history, some of the ones I've got, and just talk through what the silver content and value of the silver is, even with some of the old ones, comparing it to now with the silver price going up so much. So is it a good investment or not? So this is obviously my perspective of things based on the information that I have. So I'm going to start with the oldest set that I have, and I think this one is, to be fair, one of the best sets you can get when it comes to silver proof sets, because this has 8 coins in it. So most of the sets that you can get are only 6 coin sets, because silver proof sets only started in 2003, and obviously the 1 and 2 cents finished up in 1990, but this set has a 1 and 2 cent silver proof set. So this is the 2006 8 coin set. This is to commemorate 40 years of the decimal currency. So as we can see here, we've got a round 50-cent coin, which is a really nice tie-in with that, with the effigy of Queen Elizabeth, and then we've got all the other coins in here as well. So from a collector's point of view, I think this is an absolute beauty. You can see all the different details and that from the 2006 set with all the effigies in there. Let's have a quick look at these, and they've got the old 1 cent coin with the effigy of Queen Elizabeth in there as well. So really cool and unique set, and I really like the way it's presented. I think that's one of the key things here, is the way it's absolutely presented is absolutely perfect. And you can see the details of this one. This is the $2 coin. How cool it looks to have it in silver instead of gold. I think that's a really cool, unique kind of thing to see, when we're used to seeing, especially the $1 and $2 coins in that kind of gold looking, to see it in silver. And look at that, that is absolutely precision. So that is a really beautiful coin there. And as you can see there, Queen Elizabeth stands out perfectly on that one. So I think that's what I like about it. I think it's a good collector, but I was surprised in how little it's gone up in value over time. So as we can see here, this is the 2006 50-cent coin. This is obviously the round one, and I'll show you the original 1966 one. So this is the original one, and this one will have, oh, we've got to be careful with this, silver in the actual round 50 cents. I don't want to touch it, because obviously it is quite collectible, that, especially that round 50 cents. So that is the proof version, and you can see here we've got a 1 and 2 cent, but back then we didn't have a $1 or $2 coin. They were in notes, so very different and unique, and it's really nice to see that 1 and 2 cent coin in the copper. And the round, the only one and only year where we had a round 50-cent coin that had 80% silver in it. So I might close that and just be a little bit safe with that one, because it is a very collectible set. So let's go through the value. This was minted at $6,500. So one of the highest minted sets. There was quite a few years where they did $6,500, which was a very, very high number. And then they've come down since then, because they obviously were a bit hard to sell. So this retailed at $230, and I'll go through the card itself, because I got myself a nice little low number of 55. So a really cool, nice low number. As you can see, 6,500, which is very, very high. You can see the quantity of silver overall, 3 nines fine silver. But we're now looking at this value at $350. So it's gone up $120 in all that time. So nearly 20 years, it's only gone up $100 and something. And if you look at the silver value over that time and how much it's jumped up substantially, it's quite surprising that the value of these sets have not gone up so much. So looking at this, even after 20 years, what the silver content value is. So looking at roughly $60, because we're nearly at $60 at a silver value content right now. This has 2.12 ounces of silver, so just over 2 ounces, and we're looking at a silver content value of $127. So over 20 years, we still haven't met the premium of what the silver value is. So at a market value at $230 when it was sold, and after 20 years we've only got $130 worth of silver. So for me, that is definitely something that you need to take into consideration, the cost of this. And we compare it to the 2025, it's even larger. The cost of the set versus the silver value and the silver content in there is quite substantially different. So you're never going to make money from a silver content. The gold ones, yes, I've seen the gold ones go up in value, but there's a huge cost of manufacturing that goes into these that you're going to wait a long time to make your money back. But what I do love is the design. I love having this beautiful old wood and everything else, and I think it's kind of unique. Like I said, this is the only 8 coin set where it's got all the different coins in there, so it is a little bit special for me. So let's compare it to the 2025 set. Now this one's quite unique because a lot of people won't probably know, but this is the only first one where it's got all of King Charles, because the 2024 one was the Change of Monarchy set, where it had predominantly Queen Elizabeth with only one King Charles coin on it, where this one has all King Charles coins on it. So let's get this one out. I do love the packaging. So Royal Mint, at least when they come to these sets, they do some nice packaging. Definitely not like the old ones though. So this one, we've got a few different layers to get into the set. And we've got the nice certificate, and we've got this beautiful box here. As you can see here, you can see the shine that pops off this. So you know you're getting a bit of value when you get a box like this, and I think that's really important to have that kind of value add when you do get a set like this. So let's have a look at this one as we open it up from a proof set point of view. It definitely looks absolutely beautiful. We can see here we've got a traditional 50-cent coin. Now these ones are a little bit harder to get out, to be honest, which means they're not going to fall out, which is a good thing. So here we can see King Charles 2025 with the current 50-cent coin. So this being the first set, this is minted to 2025, given that it's year 2025. And in this set, as you can see, there's less coins. So from a silver content point of view, we've got 1.98 ounces of silver, so just shy of the 2 ounce of silver, which gets us to $118 of silver content. And I bought this obviously before silver went up. So silver's only gone up in the last month or so to that higher price. So even with that silver higher price, we've only got $118, and this retailed at $415. So more than 3 times the silver value was the cost of this set. And yes, it is lower mintage. So when there's often lower mintage, there's more cost. And obviously there's all these different coins, so it's a little bit more manufacturing cost to put into it. But I still think it's pretty cool to have this set and having the first one with truly King Charles in it. But it's very late because we've seen coin sets from all around the world that have King Charles in it from a long time ago. So I've also got here the 5 cent. So from a quality standpoint, they're absolutely fantastic. How's this gone in value since it's been released? It's obviously been a little while since it's been released, and it hasn't changed at all. If anything, it's actually dropped in value. I saw one sale for $365. So when it's retailed at $415, that's nearly a $50 drop in value since it's been released. And given it's so low minted, it's very surprising to me of the value of these ones and how they've dropped off. So I've got a higher number of 1412 on this one. As you can see here, it's got King Charles effigy there with all the different things. So we've got 3 nice fine of silver again on this one. So I'll compare it to the Royal Mint and something that they do, which is really well. So this is the Royal Mint. I'll get it out of the packaging. This is just a proof set, so it's not a silver set, but I still think it's pretty cool nonetheless. So this one has also quite a low mintage on it. Let's open up. They still have all the different coins in here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 coins in this, because they still have their 1 and 2 cent coins going around. And this one has a special card as well. This was the first coin set for King Charles back in the day, and we can have a look at this one. And this had a special privy mark on there on top of it just to make it a bit more collectible. So it's 2023 when they had their first set. And as we can see here, behind the King Charles head, there's a special crown for his years of coronation. And this was also, they changed the designs of the coins. So as you can see, these coins all completely different designs compared to what they were the year before. So having all that into consideration, and then you've got a very low mintage. So this is 1,437. So the total mintage of this is 12,000, which is very good for a proof set and very nice and low. So that adds a lot more collectability to that, having such a low mintage set, which I think is pretty cool, and I like the design. So to finish off in this one, what are my thoughts on having these sets and what do I think? Overall, as you can see, you don't predominantly make good value. There is a couple of years that have shown to add some good value. So the lowest minted one is from 2014 with only 500 sets, and I couldn't find any sales on those, so I wasn't sure what the complete value is. 2013, I found one at $659, so I'm not sure if they've overpaid on that or not, because the mintages wasn't that great, but there is definitely some higher prices in there. There was a lot of years where the mintages were only 1,000, so I think having the lower mintage ones are definitely the better ones to go, but don't buy them hoping that over time that the silver will go up and you'll make a lot of money on silver, because as I've shown here, with after 20 years, I still haven't even got anywhere close to the value of silver to what I paid for it initially. So it has not grown in value because of the silver content, and this one's got a long way to go. I don't know if I'll even get there in my lifetime, given the price of this. So hopefully you found this informative, and I'd love to know if it's a set that you've been interested in the past or not, if it's something you've looked at getting. I personally won't be getting next year's set. I'm happy to get these couple of sets. I think they're really cool and unique, but I won't be moving on getting those. I like getting other silver products personally. So make sure you do give us a thumbs up. I've got a really good lineup of videos, so make sure you do subscribe to Dan Collecting Man to stay up to date. There's a link down below for a thanks, for a shout out, for a coffee, or you can hit that thanks button down below. And as always, thanks so much for watching and joining the coin collecting community. I'll catch you in my next video. Dan.